All right, so there's a lot of things that we're asked to build. We're asked to really build the hires, the losses, and the workforce composition over the next 180 days. So we have a lot of different things that we mind map out within Lucidchart. So what we're going to do now is we're going to build all our measures so that we can display those data points easily and seamlessly. And then we really want to create measures that are easy, and we don't want to overcomplicate this process, right? We have great relationships already built out, and with that, we're also going to validate them just to ensure the data makes sense, right? So we're going to go into data view, making sure that the measures align to what is based on the relationship and the data, so we know everything is working the way it should be. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I'm at home. I'm going to enter data, and what we're going to do is we're going to just call this measures. So nothing crazy. We're going to say it's number 1, just so it goes to the top of the stack over here. And we're going to click on load. And then it did not intake my decimal, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to press the Windows and period key. And I'm going to select any icon I want. And once I have that in there, I now have my numeration for my measures and then my icon as well. Just so it's distinct, it's easier to see, right? And now you don't have your measures bundled into a table, which does not look the best, and it's also harder to find that way. We're also going to go back into the model viewer. We're going to see where our measures folder is at now. We can just align it wherever we want. We can toss it down here if we want. It really doesn't matter, but we're just going to put it here for now. We're going to go back to our report view, and we're going to start building out our measures. So I think the first one we want to probably do is a total population, right? Something simple that's easy to show where we're at current state or based upon any dynamic view that we utilize. So let's go ahead and click on our measure, and then we're going to go ahead and click on new measure. We're going to click on control, and I'm going to scroll up just so you can see exactly what I'm showing and typing here. And I'm just going to write this as total. That's going to be my name. We're going to go coalesce, calculate, count rows, and we're just going to label our table that we're looking at, which is going to be current personnel. We're going to close that up. We're going to close up calculate. We're going to close up coalesce with a comma and then a 0. And there we have it. And now what we're going to do is we're going to just simply bring a card in. We're going to validate this number here, showing 19,000 right now. So we're going to put a comma there just so we can see the whole number. And now I'm going to go to the call out value, display units. I'm going to put as none. And this is going to give me the total number. So 18,850. We're going to go do table view. We're going to the current personnel, and we're going to see how many we have, which is 18,850 on the bottom left. So that number is solid, so we know that. And now we can go ahead and delete this column 1. Delete from model. And that will change our measures table to a calculation group, right? So now we have our total accurate measure here. So we're going to put that over to the top left. Probably be something that you're going to see first off the bat, right? So we want that probably big and bold for everybody to actually be able to see it. And then another one we wanted to do was males, and then we want to do females as well, right? We're going to put them side by side. Probably going to make this one a little bit smaller simply because it's probably too big right now. We want this to be a little bit not as highly visible as the total one. So this is a supporting metric. So now we're going to also duplicate this, copy that, and I'll just put that next to that. And that'll be my female one. So now what we'll do is I'll just copy this measure. We'll click on new measure now. Control paste that. And we'll just say males. And now we're going to put a comma. We're going to specify the exact column that we're looking for. So we're going to type in current personnel. We're going to try to find the gender column. Gender is there. And we're going to say equals. And the text value is going to be M. And we just want to make sure that's the exact value, right? And we're going to run that. And then let's go back to our data real quick just to make sure that's the right data point. And it's actually not. It's spelled out male and it's spelled out female and it's sentence case. So let's go back into our measure. We're going to type out male. And then just for the sake of making it a little bit easier, we'll now do the same thing for females. And it's sensitive to casing, right? So you want to make sure that's the exact casing that it's supposed to be. And spelling also matters. So there we go. Now we can simply just click on males. And there we have it as 9,316 it looks like. And for females, we have a total of 9,534. Going to put that comma there too. And if we do some quick math, we know that this is going to total to 18,850. So our math is good, so no issues there. And that's just something I personally do constantly is I make sure as I'm inputting every single data point as I move forward, I'm always ensuring my math is good. So that's just a quick tip. You can also go into data view as well and go ahead and click on current personnel. And just for the sake of it, we'll go ahead and filter out females, and we have 9,316. So no issues there. So our number is validated. So in order to make this truly accurate, we probably have to make a date table. And the date table is going to allow us to filter down from now to 180 days out from now to only showcase that population. We could also delete some data too. We probably don't want to do that because we always want to have the data accessible in case we have to do greater calculations with it. So let's go ahead and build a date table and see how impactful it can be.